What does it take to rule a sport where one bad day can end everything? In tennis, that question means more than people think. This is not a game where a team can save you. This is not a sport where you can hide behind others. In tennis, you stand alone. The pressure is yours. The mistakes are yours. The fear is yours. And the glory is yours too. That is why true dominance in tennis feels so rare. Many players can win a big match. Some can win a title. A few can even have a great year. But only a very small number can rise above the rest and stay there. Only a few can make the whole sport feel like it belongs to them. That is what makes tennis champions so special. They do not just win, they control eras. They walk onto the court and make other players doubt themselves before the first serve. They turn huge finals into lessons. They make records look easy, even when they are almost impossible. And over time, they build something bigger than trophies. They build fear, they build respect, they build legends that live for years. When fans talk about the greatest champions, they are not only talking about talent, they are talking about power. They are talking about players who could carry the weight of the sport and still keep winning. Again and again, year after year, surface after surface, rival after rival. Tennis has given us many stars. It has given us exciting matches, shocking upsets, and moments that people never forget. But every now and then, the sport gives us something even bigger. It gives us a player who seems almost impossible to stop. A player who changes the standard for everyone else. A player who makes fans say, "We may never see this again." These are the champions who did more than win titles. They pushed the sport to a level that looked unfair. Some ruled with power. Some ruled with speed. Some ruled with calm control. Some looked graceful. Some looked fierce. But all of them had one thing in common. When they were at their best, they did not just beat people. They took over the sport. And that is why this story matters. Because tennis is one of the hardest sports in the world to dominate. The season is long. The pressure is huge. The travel never seems to end. The courts keep changing. One month you are on clay, then grass, then hard court. Each surface asks different questions. Each match tests a new part of your game. Your body gets tired. Your mind gets tired. Your rivals study every weakness. Younger players keep coming. Older champions refuse to leave. Nothing stays easy for long. So when one player stays on top in a sport like this, it means something bigger. It means they found a way to beat not only their rivals, but also time, pain, pressure, and doubt. That is the kind of greatness we are talking about today. Not short success, not one lucky run, not one famous trophy. We are talking about long-term power. We are talking about champions who made the sport feel smaller because they were so much bigger than the moment. Players who won the biggest titles on the biggest stages. Players who held the #1 spot and refused to let go. Players who walked into Grand Slam events with the weight of history on their shoulders and still came out on top. These champions did not simply enjoy the spotlight. They owned it. Some fans loved the champions with pure style, the players who made tennis look like art. Others loved the fighters, the ones who suffered, struggled, and still found a way to win. Some admire cold focus, others admire fire and emotion. That is the beauty of tennis history. Dominance does not always look the same. It can come from a crushing serve. It can come from perfect movement. It can come from deep focus in the most painful moments. It can come from a mind that never breaks. But no matter how it looks, true dominance always leaves the same result behind. Titles pile up, rivals fall away, records begin to shake, and fans start asking a dangerous question. Are we watching the greatest to ever do it? In this video, we are going to step into that question. We are going to look at the tennis champions who did not just shine for a moment, but truly ruled the game. We will look at the players who changed what winning meant. We will talk about the stars who made the world stop and watch. We will look at the numbers, the pressure, the rivals, and the eras they ruled. And we will explore what made them so hard to beat. Because greatness in tennis is not only about skill, it is about surviving every challenge and still standing above everyone else when the noise is gone. By the end of this video, you will not only remember the biggest names, you will understand why they became giants. You will see what separated a great player from a dominant champion. You will see why some legends stayed on top while others faded away. And most of all, you will be able to decide for yourself which tennis champion truly ruled the sport better than anyone else. So stay with me until the end, because the final answer may surprise you. Some of the records we will cover still look unreal today. Some of the names on this list changed tennis forever. And one champion more than any other may have set a level that the sport will chase for many years to come. So before we begin the journey through the greatest rulers of the court, think about this. In a sport built on pressure, skill, pain, and patience, who rises high enough to become more than a winner? Who becomes the player that others fear, fans admire, and history refuses to forget? That is the question at the heart of this story. And the answer takes us through some of the most powerful careers tennis has ever seen.